I'm Ken Willis. That's Godwin Kelly. And we recently completed a package on NASCAR's new concussion era, for lack of a better term. And we learned some things. We told some stories. And we discovered that it was never a huge issue for NASCAR because over the decades they had bigger problems than concussions. As big a problem as concussions have become, NASCAR was trying to keep people alive for 50 or 60 years.
Right. Well, I think, first of all, there was awareness in other sports.
Yep.
Namely NFL football, college football.
And Dale Earnhardt's death in '01 sparked the safety revolution. And what came from that? Safer barriers, Hans devices, new cockpits, better seat design, harnesses. You don't want to jinx things, but they have practically solved that issue.
Right. Now the ironic thing about the concussion series is, like you said, Dale Earnhardt's death, got NASCAR on the safety.
Yes, it triggered the revolution, the modern safety revolution.
And Dale Earnhardt Jr. is the guy that triggered the concussion revolution.
Yeah, his well-chronicled issues that basically led him to retire a little earlier than he otherwise probably would have retired.
Exactly.
I'll admit that having influence over my exit only became meaningful when it started to seem most unlikely. As you know, I missed a few races last year, and during that time I had to face the realization that my driving career may have already ended without me as so much getting a vote at the table.
And so we get into all that, and we discuss the concussion issue from the prevention side, the detection side, and the rehab side. How do you recover from it? And I think we hit on all that in a very long package on concussions that includes sidebar stories on some old drivers that are no longer racing and dealt with a lot of big hits, including local racer David Rogers, Bobby Allison, Jerry Nadeau, Randy LaJoie was very open in the upfront. Jeff Bodine talked extensively about it.
Did you find that it was amazing how much information these guys were willing to share?
After the fact, they said there were plenty of times they raced when they shouldn't have.
Right. Exactly.
By today's standards, there's no way they'd be allowed in the car.
Exactly.
And they got in it because guess what? That's the way things were done.
And David Rogers told me some stories about what happened to him in a car at a short track. You wouldn't think this could happen at a short track, but it just makes your hair stand on end, the things he talked about.
Yeah.
All of my molars, like 6 or 7 of my molars were split open into 3 and 4 pieces from just the impact of gritting your teeth and hitting so hard it had just exploded my teeth.
He had some great stories about it.
And then we did research on head injuries, concussions, talked to people with concussions, and I did a story on Bobby Allison, but it was more through the eyes of his family and his daughter.
His daughter,
and how they he got injured in 1988.
Yeah.
So they've been dealing with his injury for all those years.
Yep. It's we learned a lot, and hopefully we told the story in a decent manner that will be entertaining and maybe even educational.
Maybe.
Could be.
Could be.
Check it out, the News-Journal, newsjournalonline.com. Thank you.